For centuries, leadership was often depicted as a masculine endeavor. However, history is replete with instances where women have risen to the occasion. This essay delves into the lives and legacies of 4 such remarkable women. These women have left an indelible mark on their nations and the world. They stepped into the arena, often facing resistance, and paved the way for generations of women to follow. Their journeys were not without obstacles. They faced deeply entrenched patriarchal structures and outright discrimination. Yet, they persevered, demonstrating exceptional strength and political acumen. Their stories are woven into the fabric of history, marked by significant policy changes and social advancements. Each of these women left an indelible legacy on their respective nations. Their stories hold immense relevance for the present and the future. The year is 1960. The island nation of Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, is grappling with the aftermath of colonial rule. The nation is plunged into mourning. Bandaranaike, the beloved prime minister, has been assassinated. In this moment of grief, Sirimavo Bandaranaike, his widow, emerges to lead. With a heavy heart but unwavering spirit, she accepts the mantle of leadership, altering her life and the nation's destiny. The world watched as this unassuming woman, clad in the traditional white sari of Sri Lanka, took the oath of office, becoming the world's first female prime minister. It was a moment that shattered centuries-old conventions. Sirimavo's ascension to power was not without its challenges. She faced resistance from within her own party and society. The press scrutinized her every move, questioning her ability to lead. Yet, Sirimavo navigated these challenges with grace and determination. National identity and global alliances. Sirimavo Bandaranaike's leadership extended beyond Sri Lanka. She was a prominent voice in the non-aligned movement during the Cold War. She advocated for peace, disarmament, and cooperation among nations. At the United Nations, she championed developing countries and economic justice. Domestically, she promoted national identity and economic self-reliance. She nationalized key industries to prevent foreign exploitation. Her land reforms redistributed land to landless farmers. Section 4. A legacy forged in courage and compassion. Sirimavo Bandaranaike's journey as a leader was not without its share of controversies. Her decision to make Sinhala the official language of Sri Lanka was seen by some as discriminatory towards the Tamil minority. Despite these challenges, Sirimavo Bandaranaike remained a towering figure in Sri Lankan politics. She served as prime minister for 3 terms. Her political longevity was a testament to her enduring popularity among the rural masses. She will be remembered as a trailblazer, a woman of immense courage and determination. She showed the world that leadership knows no gender. A daughter of Iceland, a woman of the world. From the lush tropical landscapes of Sri Lanka, our journey takes us north to the rugged volcanic island of Iceland, a land of glaciers and geysers, of ancient sagas and modern innovation. Here, amidst the stunning natural beauty, another remarkable woman was about to make history. Vigdís Finnbogadóttir, a name synonymous with grace, intellect, and a deep love for her homeland, would become the world's first democratically elected female president. Her story is not just about breaking political barriers. It's about embracing one's heritage, promoting education and culture, and fostering a sense of global citizenship. Born in Reykjavik in 1930, Vigdís grew up in a society that valued education and encouraged women to pursue their passions. Her father, a prominent engineer, instilled in her a love for learning and a belief in the power of knowledge. She excelled in her studies, mastering several languages, including French and English, and developing a deep appreciation for the arts, particularly theatre. This foundation in languages and culture would later become a cornerstone of her presidency, shaping her vision for Iceland's place in the world. Education, culture, and the Icelandic spirit. Vigdís Finnbogadóttir's path to the presidency was unconventional. She began in academia and the arts, making her mark as a teacher and theater director. Vigdís became a popular figure on Icelandic television, hosting educational programs. She was deeply involved in promoting Icelandic culture. Vigdís believed a nation's culture is its soul, its unique identity. A global advocate for peace and understanding. In 1980, Vigdís Finnbogadóttir stepped onto the political stage. The women's movement in Iceland had gained momentum. Vigdís emerged as the ideal candidate. She focused on peace, equality, and culture. On August 1, 1980, Vigdís was elected president of Iceland. A legacy etched in ice and fire. Vigdís Finnbogadóttir's presidency, spanning 4 terms from 1980 to 1996, was marked by a deep commitment to education, culture, and international cooperation. She used her platform to champion the cause of literacy, believing that education was the key to individual empowerment and societal progress. She was a strong advocate for the Icelandic language. recognizing its importance in preserving Iceland's cultural heritage, and she encouraged the translation of Icelandic literature into other languages, bringing the works of Icelandic authors to a wider audience. Beyond the borders of Iceland, Vigdís became a vocal advocate for peace and understanding. She used her moral authority as the world's first democratically elected female president to promote dialogue and reconciliation in conflict zones. She was a strong supporter of the United Nations and its mission to foster global cooperation. Her unwavering belief in the power of diplomacy and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life made her a respected figure on the international stage. From the land of fire and ice, our journey shifts to the British Isles, to a nation steeped in tradition, yet on the cusp of transformation. Margaret Thatcher, a name that would become synonymous with both admiration and controversy, embodied the spirit of a nation grappling with economic uncertainty. Her story is one of ambition, determination, and an unyielding belief in free markets. Born Margaret Roberts in 1925, she grew up far from the corridors of power. Her father, a grocer and Methodist lay preacher, instilled in her a strong work ethic. These values would guide her in British politics. The 1970s were turbulent times for Britain. The nation grappled with economic stagnation, labor unrest, and a sense of national decline. Margaret Thatcher emerged as a beacon of hope for many Britons who yearned for change. She believed excessive regulation and high taxes stifled innovation. She offered a bold alternative, free market principles, and reduced government spending. In 1979, Thatcher led the Conservative Party to a decisive victory. Upon assuming office, Thatcher wasted no time in implementing her economic agenda. Margaret Thatcher's economic policies, often described as radical, had a profound impact on British society. She believed that breaking the power of the trade unions was essential to revive Britain's economy. Legislation was implemented to restrict union power, leading to widespread strikes and social unrest. Thatcher argued that economic restructuring was necessary for long-term growth. She also privatized state-owned industries like British Airways and British Telecom. Her policies, though controversial, had a significant impact on the British economy. The world stage, a force to be reckoned with. Margaret Thatcher's impact extended far beyond Britain. On the world stage, she was a formidable presence, known for her sharp intellect and unwavering convictions. She forged a close relationship with US President Ronald Reagan, sharing his belief in free markets and opposition to communism. Together, they played a significant role in the latter years of the Cold War. Thatcher's stance against Soviet expansionism earned her the nickname the Iron Lady. She believed in showing strength against Soviet aggression and supported increased military spending. Her tough stance and close relationship with Reagan are credited with playing a role in the collapse of the Soviet Union. From scientist to stateswoman, a steady hand on the helm. Our journey takes us to a reunified Germany, where Angela Merkel rose to lead her nation through unprecedented change. Merkel, the first female chancellor, brought scientific pragmatism and political acumen to the world stage. Her story is one of resilience, breaking barriers, and navigating complex geopolitical currents. Crisis management and the Merkel method. Angela Merkel's rise in German politics was swift and remarkable. Her sharp intellect and calm demeanor made her a rising star in the Christian Democratic Union. In 1990, Merkel was elected to the Bundestag, representing East Germany. Merkel's calm demeanor and analytical approach helped her navigate global crises. During the 2008 financial crisis, Merkel coordinated the international response. Under her leadership, Germany provided financial aid to struggling Eurozone countries. A legacy of pragmatism, Merkel's Germany and the world. Merkel's tenure was marked by fiscal responsibility, a strong social safety net, and Germany's leading role in international affairs. She maintained strong ties with the US and Russia, advocated for a stronger EU, and a more assertive German role globally. In 2015, Merkel faced Europe's significant refugee crisis, opening Germany's borders to those in need. Her decision was politically divisive but lauded by human rights groups. Merkel remained committed, arguing integration was possible with the right policies and support, the quiet architect shaping Europe and beyond. Merkel's enduring legacy is her role in shaping the European Union and Germany's place within it. She understood the importance of European integration for Germany's security and prosperity. Merkel was a staunch advocate for European unity, tackling global challenges like climate change and economic instability. She played a key role in treaties and agreements that deepened European integration. Threads of resilience, tapestry of change. Reflecting on Bandaranaike, Finnbogadóttir, Thatcher and Merkel, we see leadership woven with resilience and vision. These women broke barriers, challenging the notion that leadership was reserved for men. They faced skepticism and resistance, proving their strength and intellect. Driven by duty and belief in their capabilities, they persevered. These women were not afraid to challenge the status quo. Leadership demanded innovation, adaptability, and risk-taking. Section 2. Beyond national borders, a ripple effect of progress. The impact of these pioneering leaders extended far beyond their nations. Their presence challenged gender stereotypes and inspired women globally. They became symbols of hope, showing women could excel in power. Their achievements sent a powerful message. Leadership knows no gender. These leaders made significant contributions to international diplomacy. They understood global challenges required collaborative solutions. They used their platforms to advocate for peace and justice. Their legacies continue to shape the world today. Their stories inspire aspiring leaders, reminding us of the courage and compassion needed to make the world better. Section 3. The Unfinished Symphony, a Call to Action. The stories of Sirimavo, Bandaranaike, Vigdís, Finnbogadóttir, Margaret Thatcher and Angela Merkel are not just tales of individual triumph. They are chapters in the ongoing saga of humanity's quest for a more just and equitable world. Their leadership, while groundbreaking, should not be seen as an anomaly, but rather as a prelude to a future where women's voices are not just heard, but amplified in the halls of power. The baton of leadership has been passed to a new generation, one that inherits a world grappling with complex challenges, from climate change and global pandemics to social and political polarization. It is a world in dire need of empathetic, visionary, and courageous leaders. Leaders who understand that the pursuit of peace, prosperity, and sustainability requires a collective effort, transcending national borders and ideological divides. The legacies of these pioneering women serve as a call to action, a reminder that the quest for a more just and equitable world is an ongoing endeavor, a symphony that requires the contributions of all voices, regardless of gender, background, or belief system. Legacies of Leadership, Beacons for the Future. The stories of Sirimavo, Bandaranaike, Vigdís, Finnbogadóttir, Margaret Thatcher, and Angela Merkel stand as powerful testaments to the transformative power of women in leadership. They ignited a spark of possibility, inspiring generations of women to pursue their aspirations. Their voices, their perspectives, their leadership are essential. These challenges require leaders who can bridge divides and inspire hope. A world ready to be led. A new generation of diverse leaders is emerging, aware of the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. They draw inspiration from trailblazers like Bandaranaike, Finnbogadóttir, Thatcher, and Merkel. Leadership is defined by courage, vision, and determination. The future is ours to create. The baton of leadership is being passed to a new generation. Let us honor these legacies by challenging stereotypes and breaking barriers.